hit that like button just like Tyson.
That brings us to our next story. This is a very sensitive story. And I just want you guys to listen to it and then tell me how you feel about it.
I feel bad. I don't know. Knowing that you might have to go through that a lot.
Lakeisha Bailey and her 4-year-old adopted sister, Olivia Fry, continue to console each other after their relationship was questioned Tuesday morning at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport.
There was 2 police officers, and they came up to me, and they're like, we need to talk. Is it okay if we talk to you? He asked Libby if she knows me, and what am I to her? And then he asked what my mom was to her.
The officers would follow them to baggage claim before speaking with the person who picked them up.
The whole time they were talking to us, people kept staring at us, like whispering and stuff like that.
I'm gonna stay by your side.
I'm gonna stay by your side too.
According to a statement by Frontier Airlines, a concern was raised during the flight by another passenger who was sitting near the woman and child and suspected human trafficking. That passenger approached the flight crew with those concerns and subsequently completed a written report during the flight to document her observations. The captain was notified and felt an obligation to report the matter.
The roles were changed, and it was a white person walking off the plane with a black person, like a black child. I feel like things would be different.
All right, Mystic World. Is this a case of racism? 2 sisters get yanked off a plane by police officers accused of human trafficking because the older sister was black, the younger sister was white. How do you feel about that, bro?
Honestly, I feel that, the world as a whole, it's like they don't have that concept. They see something like this and they're automatically against it. Where I feel that if you're that type of person who sees no color, then blacks, whites, we're all in this together, So I feel like it is some form of racism, because why would you have a problem with a black sister having an adopted white sister? And I feel like, if that's going to keep happening, then, it's going to come a time where everyone is going to start looking at the police in a different way. Because why would you yank someone off just because they're 2 different colors?
Let's get it right. A passenger reported them.
It's so crazy now that, if a person approaches you like that, nowadays you have to take notice, because it's going on so much. However, at the same time, to assume that because you have an older black girl with a younger white girl, it's a difficult situation, because, like I say, the human trafficking and the kidnapping of kids and little girls is so prevalent in the world today that, like I say, if a person come to me and say, "Hey, man, I think they trying to kidnap that little girl right there," I'm gonna pay attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's black, white, Hispanic, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna just assume it because it's a black lady and a white child. You know what I'm saying? It definitely can be a form of racism. It could have been some sincere concern. You know what I'm saying? It's just how that person perceived what was going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's another difficult situation to weigh in on, because, like I say, you never know a person's mind frame. You never know their experience. So, I mean, nowadays, it could be easily said as being racist, because, like I said, you got the black girl and you got the white child. So, it's crazy. I really like to see what Priceless Sound think about it.
Yeah, well, I saved her for last. Saved her for last, definitely. Can a black family adopt a white child? Priceless.
Well, I have a friend named who actually married a white guy and dated a white guy, and they have a kid together, and one of their kids is very light-skinned, almost white, but they're actually black. And so I can actually relate to that in the fact that those people are poorly treated. I have seen it firsthand. People mistake them for being the, what I like to call the jigaboo style of the South. They like to make them think that they're always in the ghetto. They're kidnapping kids, using them for sex trafficking, or taking them for granted. The biggest thing with that too is that I understand the person's idea that it's not usual. There's a lot of Black people who are treated poorly in this department because in the Midwest and in the North, there's not a lot of Black people. So if you're traveling, say in the Midwest or the North, and you see that, it looks suspicious automatically. But like if you're in Louisiana, Atlanta, Mississippi, maybe down there a lot of people adopt those people or adopt people, but up here only white people seem to really be adopting, because most of the people that live where I live that are colored are poor people who don't have a lot of income. So people can mistake that for the wrong type of thing, and that's the same thing agreeing with like Mrs. Well, it can be taken racist because people automatically throw in the race card that Black people can adopt people, they'll never have enough money to, it just looks suspicious, when in fact a lot of people like y'all can adopt anybody. So I agree with you guys 100%.
Should the sister sue the airline, Bon Coleon?
Yes. Yes. Yes, because you placed me the experience of having to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
like,
saw the young lady crying, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It can put a person in a certain. It can mess with a person's mental. You know what I'm saying? To experience certain things. You know what I'm saying? What they might call PTSD or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that experience probably can mess her up. Even the little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could probably mess her up in the long run. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? She might have a certain outlook on Caucasian people after this. You know what I'm saying?
Even though she's Caucasian?
Whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, sue him.
Mystic World, should the family sue the airline? But you got to think about this. A customer, you know, we need to know this person's name because I call her Airline Karen. Another passenger actually went up to the pilot or a flight attendant and said, you know, I've heard some things that they're saying, like this little girl doesn't belong with them. It wasn't, you know, I'm pretty sure she had to say something like that, or he had to say something like that to get the attention of, you know, the flight attendants. But the thing is, the police, once they talked to him, the police still found the need to follow them. And that's what's giving a black eye to the police. Should the police have followed them after they talked to him, Mystic World?
I felt like the police went against their guidelines because, like you said, like once the police got the information about why they were there and where they was headed to, I felt like after that the police should have, you know, went back to what they were doing, because by the police following them, it's going to look suspicious, especially if they don't have any evidence on why they're following that person. So I feel like the police went a little bit out of their guidelines by following these two sisters, even though they are, you know, one black, one white. I still feel like they should have handled their business right here, and they should have let them do what they had to do instead of following it.
All right, one thing that the young lady said that stuck out to me was definitely this. I need your input on this, Priceless. The thing that the girl said that stuck out to me was, if it was a white person, they could have been with 10 black children. Nobody would have thought that they were sex trafficking. Priceless, I need you to elaborate on that just a little bit.
I would have to agree with what Mystics was said earlier about the airline and how you guys are saying about sue the airline. If it was up to me, I don't think they should have sued the airline though. I think they should have at least talked to the passenger of the flight and maybe had them evaluated or checked out and maybe sued them instead, because I feel like it wasn't the airline's fault. They were doing protocol, but I also felt like they should have checked at the passenger because she had no authority to suggest something unless there's something really was going on. So
Should a flight attendant had walked over to the two young girls and started a conversation just to see what was going on?
I definitely agree with that. She should have at least asked her, hey, are you okay? Is there anything we can get you? A food, snack, a drink, a beverage? Because they do offer free cookies, free stuff on the plane. So that would have been protocol for me to start the free snacks early or even later if possible to check on the person, give an evaluation, assess the situation versus just assuming something, because when you're assuming, it doesn't only make you look bad, it makes an ass out of everyone. And as far as the police following them, I know it's police protocol to keep checking and making sure the situation is covered or essential, but they should also notify the people before they leave that they are going to follow them for safety reasons to make sure they're safe from the person who may have reported the incident versus just following them and looking like a stalker.
Well, the part that about the police, right? If the police stop you and they think that you're committing a crime, once they find out that you're not committing a crime, they have no reason to follow you. So that's
exactly.
That right there. They have no reason to follow you. The young lady said that they actually went out to the car that was waiting on them and talked to the people in the car. Once they talked to them, they figured out there was no crime being committed. They went against protocol right there. You know what I'm saying? So they can get sued for what the airline did. You know what I'm saying? And I think they should, because they went against protocol. Am I being detained? No. Am I free to go? Yes. Okay. Well, you shouldn't follow me and question nobody else that comes behind me. You know what I'm saying? Once you already did your initial questioning. So that's how I feel about this particular subject. I want to thank you guys for joining me on the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start it off from the top with Mystic World. Tell us what you got going on. Tell us your next program. Tell us what you're doing next.
My next podcast that I'm working on now is going to be talking about the different types of protocols between each race, because even before this, I was thinking about the stuff that was going on, and we have to learn to work together. We have to learn not to judge each other, about what we do, but love each other and just try to, accept one another and just be the best that we can be towards each other. Because working together is what we need to do. And like I say at the end of every episode of my podcast is, whatever you do starts with you. So you can either make the wrong choices or the right choices, but whatever you do, it starts with you.
Oh, words of wisdom, my brother, words of wisdom. Priceless Sound, tell us what you got next going on.
Yo, so it's Priceless Sound from Welcome to the Red Zone. So if you want to check us out, we would appreciate it. Mystics World is also my co-host and partner of Welcome to the Red Zone. He partners with me a lot. But this next podcast, we're going to be talking about podcast platforms. All the major podcasting platforms. We're going to break down every podcasting platform, whether it's cap or no cap, whether it's successful or not successful, where you can make the most money, how you can get the most brand out, where to share your platforms, best known places to share your platforms. Plus, we're also going to be talking about top ways to get recognized on social media platforms. So if you want to be successful on UpLive, go follow Bone Coleon because he's on UpLive. Also follow me at Likey on Price of Sound. If you guys want to get a lot of fans on Like app, it's just like TikTok and UpLive. We can get you famous over there because we have a lot of connections. Both me and Mystics World are over there as well. And if you guys want to grow your Instagram followers or YouTube followers, let us know. We can help you out with that as well. So we're promoting everyone as well. So if you have a special podcast request, a topic request, we do all kinds of promotions for everybody completely free. We just like to shout you out and give you some praise because we know how hard everybody works in the podcasting industry or the broadcasting industry. And if you're a broadcaster looking for an agent, Mystics World's an agent and Bone Leon is an agent. And also follow Low from the Go. Thank you for having us over here on Members Only. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, Priceless, let me tell you this. Please do not evaluate my channel because I'm just a po' boy out here trying to do something. Bone Leon, what's your next project?
The next project, man, is on the Up Live app, man. I'm throwing a contest worth $500 for the best female rapper. You know, auditions start August 14th. So, you know, come to Up Live, come join the community. You know what I'm saying? It's a great community. It's a lot of things going on. It's an opportunity for you to get more exposure. It's an opportunity for you to gain more people, more followers. You know, it's a lot of people from all over the world on there. You know, like I say, every Tuesday is Coleon's Corner. Come hear some independent music, get some current events, some current news. And the new single is coming out August 10th called I Got It All. It's Incognito Bird and myself. So, you know, support the movement.
Oh, yeah, definitely, my brother. You got to put me in on that app that you guys got going on. You know, I want to know what's going on because I need to grow. Hey, but look, check this out. I really appreciate you guys for coming into the show, showing some love. And whenever you guys want me to come on to your show, let me know, and I'll be there. I don't know what else to rhyme with that, but I'll be there. All right, man. You guys have an awesome night, man. You guys did a great job. Stay in tune with us. I'm going to leave you guys in the chat group so you'll know when I'm doing shows and when I'm doing interviews because I try to do interviews with artists as well. So you guys will know when I'm doing shows and I'm doing interviews and you can just say, hey, well, put me in the game, coach, and I'll put you in. I'll put you in the game. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.